Hello and welcome to Selfie Torah Hurricane Edition. Here we are with terrible hurricane winds blowing the curtain. It's actually just a fan. But hurricanes all over the country. I have many relatives who are in South Florida who've been evacuated now because of Irma, and of course last week in Houston, Hurricane Harvey. And I did a little bit of research and found that hurricanes, as you know, they have an eye in the center of the storm, and that eye does not have high hurricane winds. Actually, the calmest area. And I looked up, why is it that hurricanes have an eye? They have all these intense winds up to maybe 140 miles an hour or more, and the eye isn't so intense. And what I found out is that the eye is actually necessary in order for the hurricane to pick up speed and become an intense hurricane. Because if the eye is not there, the winds kind of just move wherever they want and they die out. They need the circular motion that is created by the eye and an eye wall around it with clouds and humidity that help create that circular motion and make the hurricane really, really big and really intense. In this week's Torah portion, we have this idea of the Jewish people being selected as a special people. The Torah says that God selected us today, separated us to be different than everyone else, and that we are His treasured nation, His special nation. What's the deal with us being separate? Certainly treasured. I mean, our history hasn't exactly been a beautiful sunny day. Sometimes it's looked a little bit more like a hurricane. It's been really intense and sometimes a little bit crazy. But the idea is that God separated us. He made us unique. And we are the focal point. Just like the eye of the hurricane, the Jewish people are and have always been the focal point, the center of the world, not geographically, of course, but the world always looks at us. The eyes are centered on us. And if the world's eyes are centered on us, then when we do great things or when we do terrible things, unfortunately both things have happened in Jewish history, it creates a tremendous amount of momentum in the world. And that's what the eye of the hurricane does. It creates momentum that moves in a certain direction. That's what the Jews, as a special people, do. We create a momentum in the world, something for us to remember as Jewish people to make sure that we're creating a momentum in the right direction and making sure that instead of a devastating hurricane, we are creating a calm eye. From not so windy Las Vegas, Nevada, have a Nagila Shabbat and stay safe.